Hello, thanks for being here with me, Tiger Lilith Tarot. We are going to be looking into the full moon for Aquarius placements. Hi, Aquariuses. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, dominant, cross watchers. Welcome, everyone. We're going to look at the full moon. I'm going to take a look at a few different placements. I'm using a new deck that I think is rather suitable for the season. It's the Zombie Tarot. All right, Aquariuses. We're going to take a look at a few different areas. I think I said that already. The most interesting one in these readings so far has been where the veil is being lifted. I'm going to do that section between now and Halloween. Right? In solemn beliefs, the veil was the thinnest between the physical world and the spiritual or other world on the 31st of October. It's a split between light and dark, the end of the harvest season and the beginning of darkness. So the spirits would enter into the physical realm, and the humans in the physical realm, right, they would want to please the spirits because they were entering into this time of darkness. So the spirits were to, watch after them during this time. So what this section has come to be is like where you can experience an acceleration in your life. Because the veil is thinner, you're able to see something in your life more clearly than usual. So we're going to take a look at exactly where that is. All right, and this section is gratitude, where to show gratitude. Could also be what's manifested for you in the past 2 weeks. The gratitude card came out for almost everyone in the new moon and full moon readings. And the full moon is about, or new moon and first quarter moon, readings. And the full moon, one of the symbolisms of it is showing gratitude, because that is the highest vibration we can put out and exist in. So we have the Four of Cups, strength, and one more, magic and wisdom of this moon phase for Aquarius placements, please. Five of Cups. This is interesting. I'm only getting one. I'm only trying to get one card per. But I think for every sign, 2 cards has come out in this magic and wisdom section. Magic and wisdom of this moon phase. So it seems like there's 2 kind of different but also combined messages for folks. Okay, Four of Cups, under where to show gratitude in your life. Four of Cups is being emotionally pulled back. I feel like you've been able to rest from something. You've gotten emotional relief. It's possible that something in your life was emotionally draining, and you've been able the past 2 weeks to pull back from those energies, pull back from anything that was emotionally draining you. I feel like the past 2 weeks has felt slow. You could have felt bored almost. I almost feel like even stuck in a routine. But I feel like that's where to show gratitude. That's what needed to happen. You needed some rest. We'll see more what that is as we clarify. The Strength card in your center position, where the veil is being lifted for you. You're finding your inner strength. And I love this Strength card because I feel like it's like something hit you, or something will hit you like a bullet to your brain. That's the lyric in a song too. I can't remember what the song is right now. Maybe it'll come to me. Anyway, and we have cases of bullets down here. You're also prepared. You're ready. Like there's preparation to this card. Strength, the Strength card, it's about having internal strength as well, inner strength. So the veil is being lowered or lifted for you, thinner. When it comes to, I feel like you're going to be able to make really bold decisions about what you want and what you don't want, because these are very large caliber bullets. I mean, not very large, but these are not small. You know, they don't look like small bullets. Like this is something that can do damage. You're realizing how powerful you are, how much damage you can do. I don't necessarily mean damage in a negative way. Just how much of an effect you can have. This bullet is very effective. We'll see what else comes out there. Then we have the Page of Cups and the Five of Cups under magic and wisdom of this moon phase. Some melancholy energy here. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this kid is kind of like, won't somebody come play with me? I feel like you're lonely. Five of Cups, possibly mourning the loss, mourning the death, mourning actual death, possibly, right? She's in a graveyard, she's in a cemetery. But the Five of Cups is also a message to not sit there for too long. And, you know, he's at a beach. This kid, it looks like he wants to play. I feel like there's a message, Aquarius, that you could need more play in your life, to be more playful, more childlike, and not as melancholy. Four of Cups is melancholy as well, but this is more boredom and kind of apathy than sadness. The Five of Cups is bitterness and regret as well. I'm not getting that as much with you. But all right, we are going to clarify a little bit more, and then we're going to clarify further. So we're going to really get into this spread. Aquarius. Four of Cups. What is the Four of Cups for Aquarius? Where to show gratitude? This boredom. Apathy. It feels like a necessary apathy. The Ace of Wands. Maybe you were pulled back from your emotions and able to work on some creative projects. You were birthing something, a creative endeavor, possibly. Possibly you actually gave birth, and it's almost like you're not pulled back from your emotions, but you had to, like, you're having to nurture something else. So you couldn't really address your own feelings. And then we have the Magician. Wow, the Magician and the Ace of Wands. Whatever it was that you were pulled back from the past 2 weeks really gave you, like, it's like you made magic with it. Something that you've done over the past 2 weeks, something that you've started, working on, that you created. And so some of you, it's a child that you created. For some of you, I feel like you didn't want to be in this boredom place. Like maybe you were on a forced vacation. For some of you were forced to take a break, to take time off of work for whatever reason. But you made magic with this time off. And saying to really look at that, like really be grateful because some of you didn't want to take this time off, but be grateful for whatever lull this was. Because whatever you did in this time was magical. Something was created. Okay. It's a Strength card. We have a lot of fire energy coming out in the center here, Aquarius. Strength with the Ten of Wands and the Sun. So more Leo energy and with the Sun. And Strength is Sagittarius. I really like this Sun card here. They're up in a helicopter. The Sun is... It's hard to tell if it's rising or setting because of the color of the sky. Either way, it feels like it's setting. Could be rising. Rising would make more sense. The dawn, yeah, sun. It's the beginning of a new day. But these people are up in a helicopter. They can see everything below. They have really clear vision. And they have that clear vision because of the sun. There are no lights. Like, it's almost like there's no artificial light. that these men are looking at. They're just letting the sun show them what is real. This is what it's what this feeling like, and what is not real. You're being guided by the sun, brightness, illumination. But this is a natural sun, a natural illumination. It's something in nature here. And then the Ten of Wands. Whatever this is, I feel like this is part of what you're seeing, burdens, or... You know what else? I honestly feel, Aquarius, this is where the veil is being lowered for you, right? So the sun is about seeing something clearly, and in this area of the veil being lowered, it's like not only are you seeing it clearly, you're seeing it like clearly 2.0, like really clear, to the point that it is overwhelming. I feel like you might have feel like some sort of like a burden, like all this clear vision, this focus, this... I feel like you don't... It's not... This Strength card isn't only about you. You realize the power and the capacity of like how dangerous preparation and focus and precision can be when executed with grace and silence. I feel like, even though the gun makes a noise, there is no gun on this card. It's just the bullet. It's just about the projection, the movement. Project, right? The gun, like a projectile, is a projectile. The bullet is what projects out of the gun. Oh, you're clearing away projection. Maybe. And projections that enter your head. All right, it's very interesting. You're going to be shown a lot. I feel like it's going to feel overwhelming. Because it comes in pieces. That's a thing. The skeleton is in pieces. Right? All this like stuff, it's going to come to you in pieces. And I feel like you're going to feel burdened with the task of, like, you're going to feel tasked, like a natural responsibility, to put it together, to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Okay. Page of Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Cups. Eight of Swords. Very stuck. It's like you don't... It's like you forgot how to have fun. What is feeling like? It feels like you're being told, like, you don't, like, this melancholy kind of like, well, I guess I'm just stuck here. Like, that's not how it has to be. This one wanted to come out. Yeah, the Knight of Wands with the Page of Cups. I feel like there's a big message here to move away from this Five of Cups energy, to not sit in it. It's there for a reason, but don't dwell on the past, on what no longer suits you, what's no longer here. Don't dwell on what's no longer here. And move forward confidently with the Knight of Wands. Yeah. It's like he's just kind of a torso. He has a skeleton leg, but he has a bone. He doesn't really have skin on it. He's not wearing pants. Not that he needs them, but you know. There's something to just like going for it and not really caring about the outcome, even about the presentation. Just like, I'm here. It's just like showing up. That's what I feel like. That this Five of Cups, Knight of Wands energy is. As the moon is telling you, like, your magic and wisdom of this moon phase is just showing up. In whatever form you might take at that particular time. Like, once you get moving, it's like you don't have to try and fit into any particular box. You can just look the way that you look and be the way that you be. Exist the way you exist. Okay. I'm going to clarify a little more, Aquarius, get a little more information. Four of Cups, this boredom, and then you created. This like forced vacation. Nine of Swords. Yeah, see, this is something you did not want. This boredom is not something you wanted. This apathetic feeling, whatever this break is that happened, that caused you to rest. You didn't like it. You didn't want it. It made you anxious. It actually caused you sleepless nights and not to rest. But again, sometimes, as I always say, the Nine of Swords, sometimes it's like, well, if you have insomnia, maybe it happens, maybe it's there for a reason. Maybe do something with it. If you're already awake and you can act and you can calm your mind enough to move your body, sometimes it's all it takes. The Ace of Wands with the Eight of Swords. You might not be seeing what you started, Aquarius. We have the Eight of Swords coming out twice. Definitely something you're not seeing here. Maybe that's what this center spread is, or center section is about. Because all of a sudden it's like, wow, so you're seeing so much. But there's something with the Ace of Wands you're not seeing. There's a creation that you're not seeing that happened. Or, don't block yourself off from the gift of creation. I feel like, again, this section of gratitude. Like, showing gratitude for this past 2 weeks might help you see a creation or might help you create something. Wow. Look at that. The Ace of Wands again. With the Magician. I mean, I don't really know what else to say here aside from the word creation again and again. And if you're not seeing this, I would say follow your instincts. The Wands, there's something dynamic that happened over the past 2 weeks that you created. It's something new. You were tasked with something new. There's a new cycle. A new cycle is happening. Show gratitude for whatever new cycle this is. Again, I don't think you wanted this new cycle. There's nothing here about work. I don't think you started a new job. I don't think that's what this cycle is. I don't know what it is, but it's new. Ace of Wands twice. It's a creation. It's something you manifested. It's something you brought in, and something that caused you a lot of stress. The Chariot. It could be a home, something having to do with your home, moving homes, possibly. And you conserving money. Maybe you've been saving. You made a commitment to save money, to conserve your resources, and therefore, like, that decision alone created something. Okay. Strength. Some of you decided to move homes, and that's obviously, that's a new thing. What's this strength energy? The veil is being lifted. 8 of Coins. Another 8. So the Strength card is 8 as well. Actually, is it in this deck? Okay, in this deck it is number 11. My mistake. Focus. That's what these two cards, not that it's about what they have in common, but we have a lot of 8s. I didn't even realize. 8 of Swords twice, the 8 of Pentacles. Traditionally, the Strength card is an 8. 8s are about natural cycles. To me, Eights are like magic in motion. I feel it's like your focus is going to pay off. Something you've been working hard on. You're going to be able to see something about it. What's this Ten of Wands? This Ten of Wands is, to me, an interesting energy with all of this. Right, not reading reversals here, but all right, the Three of Swords. Yeah, something you learn because you're getting such clear focus, as like it causes some heartbreak, some pain. Three of Swords. It causes, and there's a need. It feels like there's going to be a need. You know, Aquarius, this might not be things coming into you piece by piece. This might be, the Ten of Wands might be a need for you to pull them apart, because as a whole, it's too much of a burden to bear. And so there's a need to like disconnect your mind from your thoughts, and your mind from your thoughts, your mind from your heart. Sorry, I knew that didn't sound right. Like take the mental pain out of your heart, out of whatever physical, emotional pain this is, like separating those two things and looking at whatever you learn through this focus and determination that you're being shown. Yeah, your energy is at the bottom, Queen of Swords. By pulling it apart, I feel like it's like you can cope with it. Like, okay, it's not that painful when I look at it like this. It's what I feel like. The Three of Swords, the Ten of Wands. It's a heavy energy that you're being shown. Okay. The Sun, but it's also just illuminating. I feel like it's so bright. What is this Sun energy? Death and the Knight of Swords. Okay, whatever you're seeing puts an end to quick movement. It's a strange message, Aquarius, but I'm not sure how else to say it. Whatever you see, it feels like it almost stops you in your tracks. And you're not able to move forward, Knight of Swords, the way you used to. You're not going it's like you're not going to be able to exist the way you used to exist once you see whatever this is that the other world, the spirit world, is showing you, where they are lowering the veil. You're not going to be able to, your habits aren't going to be the same. Your words aren't going to be the same. I almost feel like you're going to be unrecognizable. Wow. This is going to work in your favor. This is something about this energy here. You're going to find yourself working with people that you've never worked with before. It's going to bring like massive, like you might get a new boss, or you become, no, I don't think you become the boss. You're working with other energies, but there's either you get a new boss, or you working with these new energies brings really quick money. into your life, like very quick income, quick success, but stable too. It's not like a shot in the pan, or it's not the phrase. I can't remember what the saying is, but I hope you know what I mean. Okay, the Page of Cups and the Eight of Swords with the Three of Wands. Yeah, you just, it's interesting. I think Scorpio had the same message, a similar message where it was like, just get moving, just get moving. It was in a different area, but there's magic, the magic and wisdom of this moon phase, your magic and wisdom, is pulling out of this Eight of Swords energy, this trapped energy. It's this is a rib cage, right? Predominantly, I know there are a few things in the rib cage. I think the heart, but the lungs are what is, I don't know why, the lungs. I feel like there's something needs to come out of your lungs. You need to say something. It feels like a risk. It's an adventure to say something. And the Chariot at the bottom of the deck again. There's something inside of you that wants to, that's like telling you to say something. That's what this feels like. Five of Cups, Knight of Wands, Five of Wands, the Devil. Five of Cups, Five of Wands, Knight of Wands, the Devil. Okay. I feel like you're fighting with the past. It's like you're in competition with something that's dead. And again, this does not need to be, I don't mean this literal, like a dead person, but it's about the past. The past we cannot relive the past. Those experiences are dead in a sense that they cannot be revived. Right? They can't be brought back into existence in exactly the same way they were before. There can't be life to them. And even if you recreate the past, it's not the same because it's happening now. So there's something in that. It's like I feel like there's a fear, Aquarius, of moving forward into temptation because you think that you're still in training mode. Like you're still a student. You're like, I'm still learning how to battle before I get into the arena and into the Colosseum, because this looks kind of like a Colosseum. This looks rounded here. There's an entrance here. Like they're practicing before they go in and, I don't know, fight, right? The Spartans, you would watch gladiators fight in the Colosseums. That's what I'm seeing. So I feel like that's what they're practicing for. But the devil energy, I don't read the devil energy as this toxic thing all the time. The devil is temptation. Sometimes we need to be pulled out of ourselves, and temptation is what does that. Temptation is not always a bad thing. So there's something tempting you in the physical world, and I feel like you need to follow that because, looking at this, we don't have a lot of pentacles here. There's not a lot grounding this energy. There's a lot of wands. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of swords. There's a lot of thinking. But we have the Eight of Pentacles, and that's it when it comes to earth energy. This devil energy, it feels like it's kind of trying to pull you back into the physical realm here and say, hey, no, you're done. You're ready to be in the Colosseum, or at least get closer to it. Like go up to the entrance of the Colosseum, right? Maybe you could be speaking like at an auditorium. Maybe you get an invitation to speak in an auditorium and you're nervous. Go on the journey. Go speak in the auditorium. You could be scared to speak. You could be a nervous public speaker, but do it anyway. Emperor. Very, very, really interesting energy here, Aquarius. So it's like this was the heaviest of these full moon spreads I've done, I will say. Mostly because of this center section here. All right, Aquarius, we are going to end with an astrology card. We're going to see these are planets, houses, signs. So this could indicate a placement that could be significant during this full moon. A house of yours. We have the second house coming out. Second house, Taurus's house. There's a money bag on it. This is the house of our possessions, belongings, finances. So finances could be affected right now. Words on here, your beliefs, what you value, and your resources. I did say there's not a lot of earth energy that came out. Taurus, earth card. So look to your second house. If you have any second house placements that could offer perhaps some insight and guidance into what I said throughout the reading or just for this moon phase. Anyway, the third house at the bottom, Gemini. Taurus, Gemini. Yeah, Aquarius. All right, I think this is all I have for you. Like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if this resonated or if it didn't. Anything else you'd like to say to me. All right, but within reason. Anyway, have a lovely full moon in Libra season. Take care.